Would be live here, so I'm just going to get right into it. No, I don't. Oh yeah, that's right. I had been working on this, which I don't remember 100%. I forgot to open my drink.
The decontamination room.
Decontamination? Huh. This is weird.
Weird?
I feel like I've been trapped in this room before.
You must be imagining things.
I guess.
Can everybody here jump?
This button.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, something isn't right.
Maybe we've forgotten about this place.
The drugs and the bracelets?
What?
I don't know that Bubble Boy being able to jump makes the most sense. Ah. So in this case, it makes you watch your the consequences of your action if you hit the button in the decom room. I don't remember what the little anagram thing says in
The current casualties.
the ward.
Q Team, Q, Mira, Eric. D Team, Diana, Phi, Sigma. These 6 are now deceased. As a result, 6 X-passes will be revealed. Self, Rip, Lake, Bird, Twin, Old.
Self.
That is all.
That's right.
What were those? So that's... Okay, Mira. Yeah. Lake, yeah, that... I guess I can see it. I don't understand Bird. I don't understand Twin. Old again implies... Zero knows more than... By all logical explanations, he should.
If you forgot who caused the deaths of others.
Wow, that was fast. We put these passwords in and we can reach the surface.
But to get them, the other teams...
It's not your fault, Carlos.
I've been busting my ass for the past...
I'm gonna look at those again, because... Yeah, Phi's had a few weird X-passes now.
I wanted to save as many lives as I could. I worked hard to do that.
Leucochloridium. Or Spinochordodes teleniae. Have you heard of either of these, Carlos?
Why are you suddenly...
They inhabit and control the actions of creatures larger than them. Parasites.
Are you suggesting we were controlled by whatever that was you said?
Leucochloridium are snail parasites. Praying mantises and grasshoppers get Spinochordodes teleniae.
So they don't attach to humans?
Correct. I've heard of one, however, Toxoplasma gondii.
Toxoplasma gondii?
Rats with toxoplasmosis no longer fear their predator, the cat, and are in fact drawn to the smell of their urine.
The rats are attracted to cats?
For humans infected with Toxoplasma gondii, changes in actions and personality have been reported. You become a risk taker, your reactions slow, or you become extremely sensitive.
Are you saying Carlos pushed that button because of something like that?
I don't know.
No, Carlos pushed the button because the player's an
More
asshole.
realistic than saying you were possessed by a devil.
A human controlling parasite. Huh. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
No problems here.
All right. Then let's put in the passwords.
Let's grab those X passes real quick. I knew I'd need to come back to them anyway, but... Okay, so... Self, Rip, Lake, Bird, Twin, and Old. I am curious. Now, Bird, I have no idea. The rest of these all... Well, okay. Bird and Twin, I have no idea. The rest of these all make sense to a certain amount. Actually, Self also. Okay, so half of them make sense.
It opened.
With my current knowledge.
Let's hurry! The door will close right away!
I assume the other half will eventually make sense. What's Carlos doing?
Hey, what are you standing around for?
Carlos?
I can't leave with you guys.
What?
Huh?
I made a promise in another history that I'd definitely save you two.
Another history?
What nonsense are you babbling about? Come on, hurry up!
Later, guys.
Carlos!
Carlos!
Interesting.
Just hang on. I'm going to go save you now.
And then Carlos runs into the wall. So that does not appear to have unlocked anything. Yeah, that's not something we have a password for. Let's see about this. I think this will probably just be a bad ending. Which, that's fine. It might still give us a clue. It'll be the option on the right.
I'm sorry about this, Sigma. Diana, you... Phi, I have a request. Take Sigma to the surface. I can't. So you're saying you can't do it? Then I have no choice. Wait, what are you doing? This.
No!
Yep, unsurprisingly. Presumably this kills the Diana. Okay, let's give this a check. I definitely feel like I'm at a weird point where I don't have... I feel like I'm missing paths I should have. So, yeah, we need to press the button. I'm hitting things that I don't think are actually leading anywhere because... well, I expected Runaway to be a game over and it gave me an actual ending.
What did you just...
Are you kidding me? You just finished begging me to trust the others. What the hell was all that for? Answer me, Diana!
I don't know. I don't know why I pushed the button.
Not again.
What do you mean?
Our vote back at 1330? Diana chose C-Team instead of going along with what was on the note. I asked her why, and she said the same thing as now. I don't know.
That's ridiculous. I don't know about that.
I know.
What?
I'm saying I know what you don't know. My thought earlier, that we probably...
You made a wise decision. You sacrificed the lives of others in order to continue your own survival. It truly is a natural human reaction. You simply made an emergency evacuation. The action is legally justifiable. There is no blame to be placed on you for your decision. Now, I'm sure you would like to get out.
No, that's not a low frame rate, that's
But before that, I apologize. But
that's just the game is animated really slowly here.
1929. Our time is up.
you have done exactly as I commanded. The memory loss drug will not.
And that was a weird angle on Phi there.
It would be inconvenient if you forgot you caused the deaths of others.
No! How did this happen?
Pleasant dreams.
Okay, so there are two paths out from there? That doesn't make any sense. Why would there be two paths out from there?
Where are we?
I think it's the decontamination room.
Decontamination.
Huh. This is weird.
Weird?
I feel like I've been.
Nope, it looks like this is just a repeat of the
You must be imagining
other
things.
scenes that I've seen.
Yes.
So,
Wait, this button.
It's the same for you, Carlos?
You feel it as well?
Yeah, not just her. I sense it too. Somehow, this button is very important.
Maybe we've forgotten about this place.
Now I'm curious if this was actually a useful or important way to go, or if I'm just really faffing about. I mean, the answer really could be either, is kind of the major issue. Because these aren't giving me real endings, they're not meaningfully advancing anything. At most, I'm just getting additional X-passes that seem to further suggest that Bubble Boy ain't Hugh.
Hey, look what time it is. It's after midnight.
So, it's the next day?
Not just day, but year. It's 2029 now.
What a horrible start to the year.
Now announcing the current casualties. C-Team, Carlos, Akane, Junpei. Q-Team, Q, Mira, Eric. These 6 are now deceased. As a result, 6 X-passes will be revealed. Shift, 6, ring, age, heart, love.
So that was... I guess this is... Yeah, I mean, the game's already been suggesting that Carlos has the jump ability. And old... the Heart Ripper. And, love makes sense.
That is all.
Damn you, Zero!
I will never forgive him!
No!
Diana, tell me one more time. You didn't choose to push it, did you? The button in the decontamination room.
No. For a split second, it was as if... It was as if someone had taken control of my body.
Has this ever happened to you before? And maybe you hit your head somewhere.
I don't think so. That I can remember, anyway.
What are you trying to say, Phi?
Well, I thought it might be possible it was alien hand syndrome.
What? Alien hand?
It happens very rarely when the corpus callosum, where the right and left hemispheres connect, is abnormal. Remember, the right brain controls the left side, and the left controls the right.
I mean,
So
for an
if the
actual
communication paths that connect them are damaged,
thing here, you
the
probably
left
would be
and
more
right
likely
sides of your
to,
body may fall out of sync.
the damage
Like
would most likely
trying
be
to put a
caused by a
shirt onto your
concussion
right
here, which is
hand
why Phi
and
was asking
taking it
about
off with
that.
your left. Grabbing onto a scalding pan with your right hand while your left tries to make it let go. Or something even stranger, when your right hand attempts to suffocate you, so you use your left to restrain it. I've heard of cases where it's happened. An interesting development arises with that story. Where does a human's consciousness exist? Is it in the left brain or the right? When your right hand's choking you and your left's trying to stop it, that would imply that the part of you that doesn't want to die is in the right brain. But what if, in the left brain, there's another part of you buried inside that does want to die? So, if you
I believe that's called being a
ask
millennial.
that person, do you want to live or die? If the center for speech is located in the right brain, he'd clearly say, of course, I want to live. But what if it's the reverse? If the center for speech is in the left brain, then I'm sure he'd say, hurry up and kill me. There's no way to know which one is the true self. Or, perhaps, it's more like they both are. It's just simply that the one who has the power of speech is more dominant. Have you ever considered, what if your body was split into left and right? In that moment, where would your consciousness go? Left or right?
Hey, Phi. What are you getting at with this?
The alien mouth syndrome. My mouth speaks for itself, regardless of what I want it to do.
How can you be joking around at a time like this?
No, it's because we're in the situation that I brought it up.
Well, like you said, it doesn't feel real. Hearing the announcement or reading on the board.
You think those 6 might still be alive?
Let's keep believing.
There's no point. The 6 of them are definitely dead.
How do you know?
Well... I don't know.
So everybody here can seemingly access the morphogenetic field.
You alright, Cab?
This guy doesn't know anything, does he?
He's lucky.
So 9 espers plus, well, presumably 0 is an esper as well.
Like Sigma said earlier, we shouldn't lose hope. Let's have faith that they're still alive. Besides, that is even more of a reason we must keep going.
So we can go and bring back a rescue team?
Exactly.
Since they kept showing it. Now, age actually... I think age is one of the ones that's supposed to be deceiving. Because regardless of whether it's talking about Bubble Boy or the wheelchair-bound old man, either one falls into it.
All right, let's go.
Interesting that this actually has some scenes.
I'm not going.
Not surprising.
Hey, Diana!
Man, she slid a significant distance. Why is...
Wonderful acting. It's an excellent strategy. Your actions in the decontamination room. I'm surprised you found it so fast. At that moment, all you wanted was to get out quickly. To make that a reality, it just happened that the fastest way was to touch the yellow button and kill the other 6 participants. However, pressing the button just like that would make you a murderer, bad person. And even if you did escape after, in a court of law, what you did would be considered bad by judge and jury. So you thought, how could I make this not as bad for me? What you came up with was oh so simple. You simply needed multiple personalities.
No!
But you casually bring up the topic of multiple personalities. No one would believe you. The only way to make you believe was to do something unbeneficial. And that's why you refused. We both know that fire would bring a rescue team back to the shelter. You saw all of that in advance.
No!
Let us meet again somewhere. Stop at Mata Dolorosa. I will be awaiting that moment.
Interesting. Though still not useful. Maybe I need to have seen all of those before this one will actually work. Of course, I'm also curious about how we're supposed to get to these. Or, for that matter, many of these. Doesn't make any goddamn sense right now. And we don't have anything for that. So. I think the option is we have to see all of the stuff we can see. I'm just not seeing a way around it. So I'm doing these because they're reasonably short and just mostly tedious.
What happened?
I
see. Interesting.
Did you push the button?
Does this mean we're going to be saved?
But then... the others will...
You killed them! C-Team and D-Team are gonna...
No, we did. We had to do this so we could survive. There was no way around it.
But...
It's not my fault! I told you from the start not to push it!
What? What are you talking about? It was obvious you were planning on pressing it.
But you're the one who actually did! It was your hand! You pushed it!
You made a wise decision. You sacrificed the lives of others in order to continue your own survival.
Zero.
It truly is a natural human reaction. You simply made an emergency evacuation. The action is legally justifiable. There is no blame to be placed on you for your decision. Now, I'm sure you would like to get out of here immediately. But before that, I apologize. But you must all sleep again.
Why?
1929.
You have done exactly as I commanded. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the three of you.
No, no! I didn't do it. He's the one who pushed it. So he's...
It would be inconvenient if you forgot you caused the deaths of others.
But I already told you. I didn't kill anybody. I was only watching. Dad, I was just watching. No. Chris didn't do anything wrong. I was the one who... Please, forgive him, Dad. Cold. It's cold. The water was so cold.
Pleasant dreams.
Mom!
Also, there's a secondary unstated thing with Eric. There's the distinct possibility that the... Yeah, and I saw this before, but I didn't save it for some reason. That in addition to killing his younger brother, his dad killed the mom as well.
Where are we?
I think it's the decontamination room.
Decontamination?
I think we've been.
Trapped in this room before.
Is it just deja vu?
I have a bad feeling about this.
So do I.
Wait, this button.
It's the same for you, Carlos?
You feel it as well?
Yeah, not just her. I sense it too. Somehow, this button is very important.
Huh. Maybe we lost our memories of it.
The drugs. In the bracelets.
Then, what in the world?
I believe the post... No. The scene I was thinking about came earlier, didn't it? I was thinking that one of the scenes that suggested to me that Q wasn't Bubble Boy was in the post part of this, but I don't think that's right. I think this is mostly just further character development for, well, Bubble Boy mostly.
This is...
The lounge?
What happened in the decontamination room?
It would be inconvenient if you forgot you caused the deaths of others.
That's right. That button.
Now announcing the current casualties. C-Team, Carlos, Akane, Junpei. D-Team,
Will
Diane.
this be
Sigma.
any meaningful
These 6 are now deceased.
X
As
passes?
a result, 6 X-passes will be revealed. Dream, Key, Quark,
Yeah.
Deer, Arm. That is all.
It's a lie!
Now, Dream, I believe, is... I'm not 100% certain. But, I mean, it's kind of the whole thing with Carlos's sister, so... It makes sense to a certain amount. Quark doesn't. Not with assuming that Zero is Zero doesn't possess foreknowledge. Mom makes no sense. Deer makes no sense. Arm again requires the same type of foreknowledge as Quark. And Key is just Crash Key.
Everyone!
And that's just Akane's last name. Kurashiki.
Eric.
Oh no, what have I done?
No need to blame yourself. All you did was make the right choice.
But...
Forget about it. We need to focus on what's next. We have 6 passwords. So can't we leave?
I overreacted a bit, but you know, maybe it's better this way. What I mean is, I know we're all in danger from this game, but instead of being forced to kill each other, it's just a vote and a press of a button.
Yeah. Plus, we're just put to sleep after. So to suddenly learn the whole thing is over?
Wait, what if it's not just that? The amnesia drugs. And the bracelets. Maybe we didn't get injected this time, but what if every time we wake up, we have to go through the same scenario over and over again? And we're put to sleep after each one. Our memories of it gone.
Give it up. We don't need to talk about this. Let's just get out of here.
He's right. Let's...
Wait! Aren't we forgetting someone? That's so mean.
Why in the...
Let's see if we can get it off. Hey, about...
Now, what's the
before,
other half attached to?
You were saying we're repeating our actions with no memories.
I don't think I noticed that before.
Sleeping Beauty problem.
The Sleeping Beauty what?
It's one of the famous paradoxes. The experiment starts on a Sunday. The subject is put to sleep. And
We
then
don't really
the
see
coin is
where it goes.
If it's heads, the subject is woken up on Monday, asked a question, and put to sleep again. And that's it. That's all they do for heads.
And if it's tails?
They're woken up on Monday, asked a question, and put to sleep.
But that's just the same as heads.
To that point, it is. But it's different after that. After the subject falls asleep again, their memories from Monday are erased. They are then asked the same question again on Tuesday.
What's the question?
What was the probability it was heads?
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
Hey, how is that a problem then? It's obvious. There's a 50-50 chance of it being heads.
You'd think so, normally. But when you're being asked it, there are 3 positions you could be in. The coin was heads. It is Monday. The coin was tails. It is Monday. And the coin was tails. It is Tuesday. That would make the probability of it being heads as 1 in 3, right?
No. I don't think so. It's a coin, so it'll always be 50-50 odds no matter what.
Okay, let's change some things. If heads appears, it's the same as before. But if it's tails, it ends up repeating 10,000 times.
10,000?
Wake, question, sleep, memory erased. Wake, question, sleep, memory erased. Go through this 10,000 times. Does the probability still stay as 50-50 after all that? Thinking about it, wouldn't the chances of it being tails be higher than heads?
If you put it that way, yeah.
Wait a
So-
fucking second.
Which one is correct?
No one knows. They don't have an answer yet. Even the scientists can't decide between 1 and 2 and 1 and 3. It's an unsolved problem.
The
You know a lot about this.
I read a random book on it once. Well, it was on metempsychosis, but they deal with basically the same thing.
Metempsychosis? What is it?
yeah, they're definitely
Wake up
hiding
without your memories. Be just
presumably
like being
actual
reborn.
cue from us here.
Oh, yeah, that sounds similar.
I'm not really sure.
You
And
don't
they're doing a hiding in plain sight just by using camera angles.
Meaning. Because when you're reborn,
Yeah,
all the
I
memories
don't
you
know
had
if
during your
that
past
shadow
life
is
are already gone, right?
Eric, but it's
So that means
it's certainly viable,
metempsychosis
but it's not
isn't really me.
necessarily the case.
If there's no memories, there's no point.
But there was a much boxier shadow earlier.
well,
suggests
no one can
more like a
perfectly
wheelchair.
Remember things that happened when you were a kid. Hell, sometimes you can't even remember something from a month ago. So, going by what you said, everything you did before a month ago has no meaning?
She's asking if memories really are that important for making you who you are.
What is important then?
Well, something must be.
Yeah, I mean, going back to what I brought up before with the
Well,
concussions thing,
Looks like we can't
some
do
people
anymore.
have their personality changed as a result of having a concussion without, losing memories.
We're gonna have to give up here.
I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry.
Definitely not just the
No way
memories.
around it. We did everything we could.
Come on, let's go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'd muted myself. What I was saying there was I was curious, but didn't want to check multiple ones to see if that any set of the
Let's go.
X passes would work. So I used one of Sigma's alternates
What's wrong?
in place of
What are you
Arm,
doing?
since he's one of the few I could think of the alternate for.
I can't go.
Huh?
I can't leave him behind. Sorry.
Now the obvious implication here is he can't leave Gab behind, because that's all that's been shown. But putting two and two together, I think it's he can't put... Yeah, you could kind of see a shadow there at the bottom. He can't leave Q behind.
I'd stay here too. I wonder why. Maybe it's because I don't have memories? I know nothing about the outside world, so I guess I didn't really want to leave. Did I make the right choice?
Probably safer in here away from Nira.
Was it the wrong one? Yeah, that must be it.
Yeah, you can see the... You could just barely see the chain going to a shadow. Okay. So now I'm... Okay. Weird. Still don't know why this isn't showing as completed. Unless it's a matter of I need to get all of these for it to work. For that to say it's completed. Yeah, we saw that. Saw that. Saw that. Saw that. But that doesn't want to give us anything. Do we actually just have to fucking roll that one over and over again? We don't know that one. Or that one. Oh, this one I'm going to want to say me on. Huh. Interesting. I mean, first I'm going to say Q and Gab and all that stuff. If I can. Wait. Oh. I had the, thing pop up first. Okay, so this probably just gets...
Oh, that's clearly impossible!
Yeah, I don't think the answer actually matters. Other than don't know.
Why?
I think just any answer will get you killed. We'll get Bubble Boy killed, rather. So that's the weird thing. There's clearly something here. There's clearly something here. Why can't we advance to them? Do I need to go back and do... Do I need to see the killing execution of C-Team and Q-Team? Well, let's just do that. Let's quickly kill off Q team. I don't remember where that actually was, so. I don't understand why, since we've clearly done it, why we can't see the thing just as is, but whatever. Maybe the execution will have some importance for something or unlock something.
Hey, Mira, wake up!
Where are we?
I think this is the pod room.
Damn it! It's no use! It's locked and won't open!
What's with this collar?
I don't know. It was on my neck when I woke up.
You fucking brat! It has to be you!
It's not. Eric, stop!
Then tell us how to get this thing off!
I don't...
A door.
Hmm?
Maybe it's...
Is this another exit?
That's weird.
And now for the voting results. The team who received 2 votes is you, Q-Team. As such, according to the rules, Q-Team will be executed.
What are you saying?
This is a joke, right?
So it was a trap set up by C-Team.
The world is full of possibilities. You have caused one of them to become realized. That's all it is.
What the heck? What is this?
Take it off! I said take it off!
Ah! Open, damn it!
May you rest in peace. Scapta Origata.
Okay, I still don't think that provides us with anything. I thought there was 2 locks there before. So that has another lock. That's real fucking weird, though. Well, let's kill C-Team now. And then I'll set it back to the... Since I suspect it, these might have longer term results. I'll set it back to what it's supposed to be. Maybe that's why I can't get certain things to unlock. Wait. Oh, yeah, I should have done the other.
What?
And then it's Carlos's team. Will they also uncover a golden door? Who knows?
Hey, Akane! Akane!
Carlos,
Hey, what the hell is this?
It's no use. It won't come off.
And now for the voting results. The team who received 2 votes is you, C-Team. As such, according to the rules, C-Team will be excluded.
Screw this!
how could this happen?
It's Diana! That bitch betrayed us!
All is necessary for fame. Give it up.
Damn it! Damn it! There's no way I'm dying here!
Please don't. Please.
May you rest in peace. Decina Fadadeo, Flecte Sporai Bracando.
Okay. Well. Wait a second. Do I... And this, yeah, we found the antidote. Well, let's go with finishing this off real quick.
Congratulations, C-Team.
My tongue! It's doing the tingly numb thing!
I've got nothing. What about you, Akane?
If only Junpei's gone numb, then the answer is...
Akane!
Only Junpei felt numb. In that case.
Well, given that I lack the information here, I feel pretty safe in saying that A is incorrect, and I want the incorrect one.
Why are there 6? Zero said that we'd need 100 cc's of the antidote. I'm sorry, you guys.
I do think, though, unfortunately,
Carlos.
that I'm gonna need to do that damn dice roll. Hopefully I can figure out a quicker way to do it than, what had seemed to be the easiest way. So... what was that dice roll? I don't fucking remember. I think it's this one? Okay, so just jamming A seemed to work there. Most likely it's random when the thing picks up, and it's probably weighted to give it better odds than the actual 1 out of 216.
Oh, yes! Yes! Hell yeah! We're alive! We're actually alive! Yeah!
Of course, I say that because even in the ones where we we're dying, I think we always got at least one.
It's 1/216! We just got a miracle! Yeah.
So practically, it's probably following something more like 1 out of 36.
We're alive, right? Of course we're alive! What, do I look like a ghost to you? Or an undead zombie? If I was, then my heart wouldn't be pounding a mile a minute right now. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. We definitely gotta have a toast back in the lounge. Come on! What are you doing? Hurry up!
Uh-huh.
I don't think I've seen Junpei this excited since grade
So I ended up 1 shy on first time around.
I'm really glad.
That we're alive, or...
Both.
Nothing beats a cold one after surviving a close call.
Come on! You guys should join me. Sorry. I'll pass.
I'm really not in the mood for it.
What, for real? Are you serious?
Hey, are you already drunk? Yeah, I am! Drunk on life! I am buzzed on this kick-ass feeling of surviving the impossible!
You probably shouldn't drink too much, Junpei.
Why not? We're just going to conk out again in 40 minutes anyway, remember? We just experienced the miracle of hitting 1/216th odds. 0.46%, guys! Come on! Let's use the remaining time we have to savor this awesome moment.
A miracle, huh? It definitely would be. If it happened on the first try.
Guys, what are you saying? We only threw the dice once, right?
Are you sure about that? Maybe we just don't remember. And in reality, we've rolled the dice over and over again.
Huh?
If we threw them 3 times, the probability would be 72-1. I wouldn't really call those odds a miracle.
Oh, so what? Does that really matter? I'll say it again. We've only gone and thrown the dice.
Wait, right.
Once. Right, Carlos?
Yeah, that's true. What are you trying to say, Akane?
Carlos, let's say you were going to roll 10 dice all at the same time. So, do you think you'd end up with all of them displaying a 1?
Of course not. It's impossible.
Right. The probability is 60,466,176 but that's essentially impossible. If you tried 60,466,176 times, however, what would happen?
The likelihood of
Probably still nothing.
1 is...
Not so much of an impossibility, right? I'll give you another example. Junpei, if 2 to the 4th power, 16 people, compete in a rock-paper-scissors tournament, how many matches are needed before a winner can be determined?
Why are you talking about...
Just answer the question.
Really? Okay, first, the 16 narrow down to 8.
then 8-4, and 4-2. After the final round, one person's left standing, so... a total of 4?
So, what would happen if 2 to the 100 did the same thing?
It'd be 100.
And how confident do you feel about winning this tournament, Junpei?
I'm not, obviously. You're out of the competition after you lose just one match. You'd have to win 100 rounds straight to win.
But someone will do it and win, right? A victor who wins 100 matches without losing one will exist. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
The person who won, but only because of circumstance. I mean, more or less.
Well, duh, but why are you...
It may be obvious, but it's important. The one who lives on does so due to circumstance.
The anthropic principle.
Oh, you've heard of it.
Yeah, it's connected to the many worlds and multiverse theories.
The hell are you...
This universe is a little too well suited for human beings. That principle explains why. They say, for example, that if Jupiter was just a bit smaller, the Earth likely wouldn't have even formed. That's not the only instance either. There are physical constants throughout the universe. But if even one had changed the tiniest bit, humanity wouldn't have been created at all.
But anyone can see we do actually exist.
And that's exactly my point. We exist. Therefore, we know that we exist. Perhaps somewhere in reality there are countless universes devoid of humanity where the idea of humans didn't even begin. But it isn't possible to know if those other universes exist or not. That's because there are no human beings to observe within them. The only universe we can measure is our own. Therefore, this is the universe we exist in.
Wait, are you talking about tautology?
1 + 1 = 2 is a form of tautology also, right? The left and right sides of the equation say the same thing.
That's sophistry.
Are you sure?
Anyway, I get what you're trying to say, Akane. Maybe, somewhere in this world, there are an infinite number of histories where we were executed by the Gatling guns. But we don't know if those histories really exist. Basically, because we're dead in those histories. The dead can't observe the world. Only those who are still alive can do that. Therefore, we exist here, now.
The opposite of what I just explained could be true as well. The universe could be not meant for humanity. Maybe there's one not limited by gravity, where they travel faster than light. You can't say for sure such a universe doesn't exist. If it does, then we could expect that aliens would be interacting together within it.
Okay, now that sounds like fun.
Maybe that was the universe God had intended in the first place. And this one is a failure.
So, we exist in the universe God abandoned, huh?
What's the matter?
You guys talking like this, I don't feel like drinking anymore. Kinda getting the feeling I was an idiot for acting like we won the lottery. I mean, don't you agree? There could be a history somewhere out there that's happier than ours right now. Then maybe it's really true.
We might be in the history God abandoned.
Now announcing the current casualties. Q-Team, Q, Mira, Eric. D-Team, Diana, Sigma. These 5 are now deceased. As a result, 5 X-Passes will be revealed. I kill, fool, moon, fate. That is all.
No.
That means only Phi is still alive.
Sorry. Forget what I just said. Huh. Seems like we're the ones with the best luck. God hasn't gone and abandoned us.
What do you mean?
Didn't you hear that announcement? 5 X-Passes were released. The only one left to die is Phi from D-Team, and then we...
Junpei! Don't you ever say that, even if it's a joke.
Yeah, Junpei definitely had that one coming. Okay, so now we have some new stuff. Also, I probably should have actually looked at what that logo was.
Oh.
Whatever.
The reactor.
This nuclear reactor automatically supplies electricity for years without any extra input.
How do you know all that?
I read it in the manual that's right over there.
What, you don't think Zero plans to lock us in this shelter for years and years, do you?
That's not funny.
It's pointless. I checked it already.
Damn. That means we're trapped. It's the new year. 22 years since Maria was born. Never thought there'd be a time I couldn't wish her Happy New Year. This is the worst year ever.
She your girlfriend?
No. She's my little sister. She, fell ill 10 years ago and was admitted to the hospital. I figured she'd be lonely in there, so I always stop by after work.
That's...
Every good morning and good night was so important to us. And now...
Oh, that's right. Happy New Year, Junpei.
What's with you all of a sudden?
I've wanted to say that to you for 10 years, but I couldn't.
You say it now, but... I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say.
At least give her a proper response. You're her boyfriend, right?
No, I am not. She's just a childhood friend.
Really? And here I thought you were dating.
Carlos?
Whoops. I'm sorry if I made things awkward. I just wanted to learn how you guys were connected. The best way to build teamwork is to know who your partners are.
How like a firefighter.
Well, we'll leave it at that for now. Okay, we can't hang around here like this forever. Let's find a way out.
What does that say? Oh, those are meters. What is that? What is the white stuff everywhere? guess it's frost of some kind. Okay, I don't think this has anything we can do yet. Whoops. Ah. Interesting. So, and that's why that one was dangerous. I get it. Oh, well, I guess this might be on now. Didn't we? Oh, I see. What? How the hell are we gonna light it? I was assuming there would be like a spark button or something over there. Okay, but... You'd think the button would be what you use to ignite it. Why is that not the case? And I've not found any items yet. What are we? And this doesn't have power. It doesn't really matter what we do. Ah, okay. Maybe this is openable? I didn't actually read much of that. Oh. Interesting. These are definitely going to be used for, with the pen. And so it was just mentioned tin has a low melting point. Okay, so I guess it does need to match all of them. That doesn't seem to really... I mean, what's not matching here? Oh, I see. There. Ink plug. A pair of them. Interesting. But we still need... Where the fuck do we get that, though? course, that's still frozen because we haven't lit a fire. And... oh, okay. I doubt this is actually what we need to do. That's dumb as hell. Ah, key. It's power, so that gas isn't really relevant. So now we can turn on the water. So of course that still raises the question of what does the... ah, that's what that was. These covers are to route the water over to the electricity, which I assume we then need to start. Nope. Okay, I have no idea what... oh, this is... turns out it's a much larger key than it looks like. But how do we actually get that started? Is there anything other than lockers that those are powering? Okay, so we've done these before. I think that would be there. I think it'd be more likely to be something up top or in the middle somewhere. This is the only one that really... Well, maybe this one works a bit better. Maybe the A. Yeah, that ain't. There's just no way for this one to work with what we have available. I do think it's one of these two. Certain things really suggest to me that it's probably this one. And the problem, of course, just comes down to I don't think this will work. So I think I'm looking at the wrong spot for this to start it. But where would... Where would this work, even? Well... No, that wouldn't work. This wouldn't work. Because this is viable for here, but it then needs to be a short piece here. And we don't have anything. And there isn't anything else like the A. We do this, though. Okay, so I was just choosing the wrong piece for, to start it. I think we've done something like this before. No, we have not. We have most definitely not. So what we want to do, I think... Okay, that works. Well, there's not really anything that can be done with that, so... And we need to move something in front of the red. Oh, and I was going at this the wrong way anyway. Because we need to... be having the yellow come in from the bottom. Let's reset this real quick. Okay. Yeah, I've got no idea what the fuck I'm doing, so... But it looks like we're gonna want to have that be a straight shot. Means most likely we're gonna want to have... Okay, that works for that. That works for that. There's no way to get these to work for yellow, annoyingly. Like if we could get it to pass through this, but one lower. Oh. Okay. I hadn't actually solved that one. I was just kind of moving pieces around. I apparently lucked out. Oh.
She's okay. She's just unconscious. Her breathing and pulse are normal.
I see.
Now announcing the current casualties. Q-Team, Q, Mira, Eric. These 3 are now deceased. As a result, 3 X-passes will be revealed. I, Kill, Fu. That is all.
Q-Team.
It had to have been the vote.
No, we can't be sure all of Q-Team was really killed.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
We need to focus on getting out of here somehow.
You seem to be forgetting that the exit's still locked.
Well then, all we can do is go into that room. What the hell is this thing?
The AB game, huh?
Akane?
She's laying down outside. The hell is this?
No clue. Something's up on the monitor, though.
Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. That is a very annoying beep. That's a weird one. Interesting.
Share the same fate.
If I die, Akane and Phi die too.
And Diana and Sigma are killed if I die.
Hot damn! How far is Zero going to go with his toying with us?
Just hit ally.
Ally?
Or betray. Well, what'll it be, Carlos?
What are you saying? Isn't it obvious? We choose ally twice. We'll add 6 additional points to our initial 3. And we'll both end up with 9 BP. No one dies, no one gets hurt. The exit door will open. And C-Team will be able to get out.
Oh, yeah. I get it.
There's nothing gained by choosing betray, right? Zero's aiming for us to kill ourselves off here.
All right. Hey, before we do this, do you mind if we check on Akane? This girl here, she's always been really smart. If she thinks the tiniest thing is off, she'll start debating with buts and ifs, like someone at least twice her age. But to all of us back in grade school, she was pretty strange. Well, I guess she came across as scary.
Did she get bullied a lot?
No. It was just, well, not many people wanted to be friends. I always saw her sitting in a corner, curled up, hugging her knees, and all alone. I decided that I'd stay by her side to watch over and protect her, if I could. Then one day, her beloved rabbits were killed by some stupid middle schoolers having fun. She didn't take it well. So, without telling me or the teachers, she went to their hutch, crying and apologizing over and over to them. That was over 10 years ago. a memory that's been tucked away in my brain, covered in dust. When I saw her again last year, I was reminded of that time. I just can't not keep an eye on her. I know, she always goes and just quietly shoulders everything herself. That's why I want to protect her. I wanted to help her bear whatever weight she's taken up. I truly felt that. But, well, I don't know. It was like I didn't know her as well as I thought I did. Hell, I couldn't understand why I even cared. I wanted to find out more about who she really was. To go and see her. Come on, you have someone you really care about, don't you?
You mean my sister?
Yeah.
My parents died in a fire. And then Maria fell ill to an incurable disease. Above anything else, I want to save her. I want to see her smile like before. That's what I decided. That's why.
Ah, now I get it. That's why you need the $500,000.
It's clear we both have someone we want to protect. And neither of us can afford to die now.
Right.
So let's get out of this room by both picking ally. We'll work on getting out of this shelter after that. Okay, let's get this over with.
Yeah, back to the room for us.
Don't get the timing wrong, okay? We have to enter them at the same time to...
I know.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
So, there are, near as I can tell, this is probably what the 3 paths are for.
All votes have been received. Results will be displayed on the monitor.
Yep, not surprised. Because that gets Junpei out.
Why?
Sorry. There's nothing gained by choosing betray, right? You said that. But you forgot, Carlos. There actually was something.
What are you?
3 and Q team, currently dead. The X-Store will be able to be opened.
Sure. The same fate.
That's right. If you die, Diana and Sigma will die as well.
No. So then, you...
Don't take it the wrong way. I didn't choose betray so I could escape. I know you'd do anything for the little sister you love. So that's why I figured you'd choose to push betray yourself. So, essentially it was a defensive move. I only wanted to protect Akane and Phi.
Huh? Junpei? Carlos?
There's a Japanese saying, assume everyone you meet is a thief. It means you should never trust strangers so easily.
Bastard.
Okay, so Ally is apparently just going to be a bad end. So let's open that back up. I'm guessing that's the both sides ally thing and it's locked behind something. So it ain't happening.
Don't we?
All votes have been received. Results will be displayed on the monitor.
No. Why?
You piece of shit! You tricked me!
No, I didn't, I swear. It was because the last time we voted you chose Betray. So
The hell are you going on about? We've only done this once!
Hey, are you okay? Junpei, wake up!
What the hell, asshole? This is all your...
You're the one who killed me first!
What?
What is going on? How do I even know about it last time?
I really like Carlos's 5-year-old logic.
So, why do I think there was another one? When did this last time happen?
There's a Japanese saying, assume everyone you meet is a thief. It means you should never trust strangers so easily.
This is like when I'm in a fire. Does this mean I've somehow been avoiding the paths leading to death?
How dare you! How dare you kill Junpei!
Akane!
So that's the two endings for Carlos and that. Either get killed by Junpei or get killed by Akane. So apparently that room just sucks. Until we figure out what the lock is. Which might have just been see both paths.
You...
Junpei!
They did something like that in VLR a few times. It's not really well, no, that's not true. It is suggesting that there is something different here.
Did she get bullied a lot?
No. It was just... well, not many people wanted to be friends.
Hello.
Where?
You okay?
Is this before the A-B game?
What? Okay. Should I keep going?
Yeah.
I always saw her sitting in a corner, curled up, hugging her knees, and all alone.
I decided I'd stay by her side watch over and protect her if I could.
Huh?
Then one day, her beloved rabbits were killed by some stupid middle schoolers having fun. She went to their hutch, crying and apologizing over and over to them.
How do you know that? Did Akane tell you?
No.
Then why? So, gonna stay silent, huh? Fine. Guess there's no point talking about this. Let's just get these votes.
No, wait! Something's weird.
Hello, pot calling kettle.
Whenever I chose in the AB game, it was always the worst outcome.
What are you talking about?
Junpei? Carlos?
Yep, game having big you lose moments.
I understand. I believe that what you just did was shift, Carlos.
Shift?
Space-time human internal fluctuating transfer. A phenomenon where one's mind crosses space and time.
Akane, is that?
The power we used a year ago? The ability to send and receive information through the morphogenetic field. It's a simpler version of this.
You're saying the me here right now came from a different history?
Well, your consciousness at least. Say you go back in time to when your parents met, using a car as a time machine. Know what?
Why are we doing Back to the Future?
Yeah, of course I do. The high school protagonist almost gets it on with his own mother and tries to get his awkward dad to marry her. That's the basic plot, right?
Yes, the story revolves around a boy. We'll call him M. Now, according to the plot, he's successful at getting his parents to marry. But history ends up changing slightly. Upon returning to his own time, his father's a famous science fiction writer, and he's rich.
Huh. I guess the hierarchy was switched when his dad punched the neighborhood bully.
But did you notice something odd about the movie? Just what happened to the M who lived in that fancy house?
Huh. Well, now that you mention it.
I don't think the M from that history appears in the movie at all.
There are two overarching types of stories about time travel. The first type states that there is always only one history. Meaning, if someone changes the past, that previous past is subsequently erased. The other type is where multiple histories exist. This is the many worlds interpretation, one of the more widely believed hypotheses on multiverse theory. The world and
VLR's flowcharts
split into branches as a result of one's decisions. It's a setup where each branch is able to exist in some form. Okay, so back to the movie. First, let's consider what happens with a single path history. In this case, do you know what M is doing back in his own time?
What he's doing?
Committing a form of murder.
Murder?
Well, think about it. The M who grew up in that fancy house, let's call him M2. M2 should have had a variety of amazing memories from his life. Maybe he met a really cute girl he liked, or was a winner of a contest. The possibilities are endless. All of those memories, every single one was overwritten when M came from another history.
Huh? But the history that disappeared was poor M's.
You're right, that's true. What was erased from existing in time was M's history. But the only memories that M retained...
are those of when he was poor.
So, in effect, the life that M2 lived through was overwritten, all because of the actions that the protagonist M took to save his own. I'd say that's the same as killing someone, don't you think? Next is the multiverse hypothesis. In this situation, M2's life is never erased. Instead, a mystery remains. So, where did M2, the version who remembers being well off, up and disappear to?
Where he went.
This is what I think. On the same day that protagonist M used the time machine, M2, for some reason, did the same as M and went back to the past. But then he did the exact opposite of M.
The opposite?
He stopped his dad from punching the bully.
So, when he returned to his own time, it was the world poor M had lived in.
Are you saying that they pretty much switched places?
It would keep everything consistent.
Like that Olsen twins movie.
What is?
M2's situation. Well, he ends up getting the bum end of the deal regardless of which scenario happens.
Damn, that's pretty unfair.
Yes, that's true. But, this is rather difficult to say, Carlos. Your case may be exactly the same.
What?
Your consciousness could have come from another history and taken over this body.
And whatever happens, Carlos gets the short end of the stick.
Originally.
No. Another me is in the other history?
There's no
But it's
use in
fine.
getting
You're dead in
upset.
that history.
You simply need to accept that that's what shifting is.
But wait, Akane, how did you know that Carlos is able to shift?
He mentioned before that he knows which path has death at the end and which is safe. I just sort of knew, too.
An arsonist set fire to our house when I was 18. My parents didn't make it, though I was able to get my sister Maria out. But we didn't make a clean escape. Maria fell into some sort of coma. They first thought that she had carbon monoxide poisoning, but that wasn't what it was.
Reverie syndrome. A variety of moments flicker in and out of the mind, as if one was constantly dreaming.
Okay, so Carlos is...
This is what your sister has.
actually old even for a
Maria is either receiving large amounts
Zero
of
Escape protagonist.
morphogenetic field, or her consciousness cannot stop its jumping between multiple histories.
Then she's like us.
Yes, though it's slightly different. In Maria's case, that power is running rampant within her. That is what the Reverie syndrome really is.
What?
If a way can be found to control the ability, then she could recover from it.
Is that true? I see. That's good. So there's some hope for her.
Hey, Carlos. When you dove into the fire to save your sister, you were able to hear her voice, right?
Yeah, I was.
Carlos, I'm here! I'm over here!
Maria! Maria, is that you? Just stay there! I'm coming to get you!
No matter how you look at it, there was no way her voice could reach me. But I realized exactly where she was, and I found her quickly. That was the first time. After that, I could hear victims crying out in the fires, and which way would lead to my death.
This ability we have is triggered by intense danger.
When we're threatened by a crisis, it's easier for us to access the field.
I get it. So that's what it was.
So, Carlos, Junpei, shall we shift?
Huh?
What?
There's really no reason to play the AB game. Well, as it stands right now, it's incredibly likely the both of you will decide to pick ally. But instead of going through that, it'd be better to shift to another history. It'll work! The three of us will definitely be able to do it! But only if we find our lives in danger.
Wait, what do you mean by danger?
Has detected an error in the program. Main core required to supply additional material. Please quarantine or disconnect the control room.
Hey, Akane?
You're really turning the reactor into a bomb?
I told you earlier, didn't I? Our lives have to be in danger for our shift ability to manifest.
But this is absolutely nuts. Even if we do manage to do this, the us who are from whatever history we switch with will end up...
Do you plan on dying here then?
Oh, right. I forgot you were like that.
The main core is preventing the shield from deploying. Please evacuate now. Please evacuate now.
So, where do we need to jump to?
Well...
You didn't consider that part?
Well, if we knew in advance, the effect of the threat would be lessened.
You're not affected by any of this at all, are you?
That's not true. Here, look. My heart's pounding so fast. Do you want to check it?
2 minutes until detonation.
Hey, it's kind of getting down to the wire here.
Shit! Okay, we're just gonna have to go for it. Jump to the same history I am.
The same history?
Which one?
Think! There's a history when we didn't get all ones on the dice rolls. The moment right after that.
Interesting.
Are you insane? We're just gonna get ourselves killed.
It's okay. I have a plan.
30 seconds until detonation.
All right.
That explains why there's scenes after that.
Junpei, if we die, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
So, yep, just one. What's... Why is that behind a lock? Interesting.
Wait, that one doesn't count.
Your hand slipped. That was it, right?
Yeah, what she said.
You wouldn't mind a little do-over, right? Zero?
Did it work?
But this is...
Hurry, Junpei, what was your idea?
Yeah, right. First.
What the hell?
Carlos, put Akane in the fireplace.
Huh?
Just do it!
Junpei, what
Listen to me. Carlos and I are going to be your shield wall.
What?
What are you talking about?
The bullets shouldn't hit you if there are two bodies in front of you.
That was your big plan, Junpei?
Then you'll...
It's okay. Listen, Carlos and I will protect you and die.
The fuck?
Don't worry, it'll be fine. Before we die, we just need to shift to another history. Once you hear all of the X-Passes, Akane, you should follow right away.
The X-Passes?
In this history, 5 are already dead. 5's the only other one alive. That means 5 X-Passes will be revealed. If Carlos's and mine are added to that,
Then there'll be 7.
No!
Damn it, Junpei! What the hell is this plan?
you're going to help, right?
God damn it!
Please, don't do this!
We can't go back now. This is the only way.
Where are we jumping?
To the history when we rolled the dice and they were all ones.
Okay, let's do this then. Let's protect Akane, no matter what.
I'm counting on you, Carlos.
No! No, 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 no!
The most convoluted way of getting the X-Passes. But this should actually work, unlike the when I intentionally input the wrong pass.
Casualties. Q team, Q, Mira, Eric. E team, Diana, Sigma. C team, Carlos, Junpei. These 7 are now deceased. As a result, 7 X-Passes will be revealed. I, Kill, Fool, Moon, Fate, Save, Doll. That is all.
Horrible. You're horrible, Junpei. Well, I should go now.
Oh. They actually just assigned it to the correct spot.
What in the world were you thinking?
What is your problem? Look, the 3 of us shifted just fine, so what's the big deal?
It's not okay.
We did get 7 X-Passes at least.
Not you too, Carlos. I can't believe you. You always were like that, weren't you, Junpei? When we were in 6th grade, you faced those rabbit-killing middle school kids alone. There were probably other ways of handling it, but you rushed right in. Even the shifting. It's okay because it worked, but what if I was left behind there?
Well, I figured you could escape alone then, or something.
But that way of thinking is completely wrong. Being the sole survivor does not make me happy. There's no point in living once you lose the one you care about the most.
Akane. I'm sorry. I never meant to ever cause you pain like that.
What's that?
Well, remember back in elementary school, your dream was to wear a ring on your left hand? So, what's the matter?
Junpei. Junpei. Thank you. Thank you so much. But you know this is my right hand, don't you?
Wait, what? Oh, you're right. It looked like the left from my side, so,
That's just like you, Junpei.
well, we'll move it to the correct finger later.
Glad to see that Junpei is just as dumb as he ever was.
I understand. So, until then, I'll leave an empty spot open. It's been put on reserve.
I think the real question at this point is this going to be an actual ending?
Akane, do you remember the X-passes for Junpei and me?
Yes. Normally, when someone shifts, they forget the memories from the last timeline. But I'm used to it. It's all there.
But wait, hold on. Carlos and I remember what happened before, too.
Huh. I think the memories were strengthened due to the resonance effect. Those with the ability to shift... there are 3 of us here, so...
But I wonder why. Why have 3 shifters gathered in a place like this?
Doesn't really seem like a coincidence.
True.
Seems more like at least 5.
If we really are seeing more shifters in the world, the probability...
Wait, the numbers are increasing?
Mankind is about to face an unprecedented crisis. As it stands now, we'll lose 6 billion lives. I assume mankind has sensed that and is adapting. Even though it's, in reality, only a small portion. There's no way there are tens of thousands of shifters.
Then it's definitely on purpose. But we signed up for decom of our own free will. Wait a minute. But maybe we just think that, and in actuality...
We did exactly what Zero wanted?
It's highly possible.
Ah, damn! What is that bastard thinking?
Wasn't it because he needed us to shift?
Why would that be important?
It'll all be over once we get out of here anyway.
You're right.
We couldn't care less what Zero has planned at this point.
We need 6 X-passes. We know 5 of them already, so 1 more. Akane, tell us one of the other X-passes.
It's save.
Hey! What the hell?
Wait. Is the X-Pass wrong somehow?
That can't be!
Yeah, let's try the other one too!
Akane!
Doll.
It's Doll.
They're not dead. That's the error.
No way.
But why?
X-passes are sent to their respective histories. X-passes from alternate
What?
No! Junpei.
Now this is hilarious. How perfect. Why did we even struggle through all of that just now? Those guns turned my body into Swiss cheese. And you're telling me that it was all for nothing? All we did was die in vain? So, just one person needs to die.
What?
Just one more person, and Akane and Carlos can...
Junpei, you...
Wait, Junpei!
Hey!
What?
Oh.
Junpei!
You're...
Penalty. Penalty. You are charged with a rule violation. That means you must be punished.
Punished?
Time to exterminate.
Exterminate?
Damn it, he's so strong. Any more of those punches and...
I'm curious as to what the violation would be in this case.
How did I see QT? Doesn't matter. I gotta do something. If I die now, Junpei and Akane, think. I gotta think. There must be a way. Some way to survive this situation. There has to be.
I believe that what you just did was shift, Carlos.
Okay.
That's it! Shift! I could shift! There's no way I'm leaving Junpei and Akane behind. I'll come up with a plan in another history and jump right back. Where do I go? Which history should I jump to? Damn it! I don't have time to think! Then...
So, Bubble Boy is apparently the, person who gets to enforce the rules.
Junpei!
Interesting that his collar did not kill him.
I couldn't avenge you.
Akane? I just killed...
I am curious as to what Carlos's plan will be, though.
No. Why is Akane...
And we're never given that,
This is
well, at least
the
he
history where Akane was killed.
haven't been given a great,
I killed her. No, I didn't kill her. The one who did was me from this history.
Real reason as to why Junpei was killed.
I need to do something at least.
But I mean, similarly, in some of the other histories, we haven't been given a great reason as to why, like, say, Miro was killed.
The anesthetic worked somehow. The pain's dulled. I don't know how long it'll last. Regardless, who was that kid? I have to figure out who he is somehow. Yeah, there's one more thing I need to do. That vision I saw, I have to tell Q-Team. I'm counting on you, Gab.
Okay.
Now then, what's left is figuring out who that kid is. He might have been the one who killed Junpei in this history.
That's actually distinctly possible. We really don't know how bound to the, otherwise bound to the game Bubble Boy is. That's interesting. I do think that's going to be it for me, though. Thank you for watching. I will be back with more of this Monday.